Ava had always believed that the sky carried messages, soft whispers hidden in clouds, quiet promises glowing in sunsets. On the day she left her small hometown in Kansas, the sky was impossibly wide, stretching over the empty highway like an invitation. She was chasing a dream she had kept folded in her heart for years, to become a photographer and capture America the way she saw it, honest, beautiful, and alive. What she didn't expect was that her journey would lead her to someone whose presence would change the way she looked at every horizon afterward. She met Luca in Arizona, in a desert rest stop where the air shimmered with heat. He was leaning against an old motorcycle, sketching the mountains in a worn notebook. When Ava accidentally dropped her camera bag, he looked up with a crooked smile that felt like sunshine after days of rain. They started talking, first about the weather, then about art, and eventually about everything that mattered. He was traveling across the country too, searching for something he couldn't quite name. She liked the gentle way he spoke, the fire in his eyes when he talked about drawing, and the quiet sadness that lingered at the edges of his smile. They kept meeting unexpectedly, first in Santa Fe, then in Colorado, then again in Utah. It was as if the country itself kept pushing them back together. Each meeting came with a new story, a new laugh, or a new moment that made Ava's heart ache in a way she didn't fully understand yet. Luca drew sketches of her when he thought she wasn't looking, and she captured photos of him when he was lost in his art. He told her that her pictures made ordinary places look magical. She told him he made the world feel less lonely. One night, they stood beneath the bright Nevada sky, where the stars were so clear they felt close enough to touch. Luca admitted he'd been running from home, from expectations that didn't fit the person he wanted to become. Ava shared her own fears, failing, never becoming enough, losing herself along the way. They didn't kiss that night, but they held each other like the world had suddenly become too big to face alone. Their paths eventually led them to California. The ocean roared like a giant heart, and they walked barefoot along the shore, letting the waves wash over their feet. Ava realized she didn't want this journey to end. Not the trip, not the late-night conversations, not the feeling of Luca's hand brushing against hers. When he finally confessed that he didn't want to keep wandering without her, the words felt like a breath she'd been holding for weeks. They kissed beneath a sky streaked pink and gold, the sun dipping into the ocean as if blessing their story. They didn't know what the future held, but they knew they wanted to face it together. Across the American sky, from Kansas plains to California shores, they had discovered something worth holding on to, something quieter than lightning, softer than rain, but stronger than the miles behind them. Love, unexpected and undeniable.